Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, most of you have been asking me in the comment section regarding English speaking, fluency in English, how to better our language skills, and is it a priority during the preparation process, etc. So, from my personal experience, I would say that knowing English better is a confidence factor, and it helps you speak better even during the interview process. So if you want to say something, if you're able to communicate it properly, that is only through your language skills. So that way it becomes important, and you will not be in a hurry to improve your language at certain point in life. You can make it a gradual process throughout your preparation journey, so that at the end of the day you need not give like one particular year or one particular month just for the sake of English preparation. So that's why we are trying to improve language skills early and as quickly as possible. So, from my experience, how I learned the language or how I improved my language was during my school days and all. From then, I try to speak in the language because there are certain rules in certain schools which promote speaking in English and making it compulsory, etc., especially in English medium schools. So that is when I started to speak in the language, and then I got a hold over it, and I started enjoying the process, and I started making mistakes while learning throughout the journey. So if you learn any language, if you start speaking any language, it is only from mistakes and taking that first step that you will be able to go forward. So I would encourage you all to make mistakes and continue to learn. So I'll tell you a few things which has worked for me. You can try those out and see if that is working for you. Number one thing is learning new words. So what happens is that if you don't try to increase your vocabulary, you will always be stuck with the minimum number of words that you are having, and you'll always struggle to like find out what are the best words to define something, to describe something, etc. So on a day-to-day basis, at least one new word you are trying with to learn with their meaning, it is going to help you in the long run. You will start to then use those words in your practical application also. So learning new words, vocabulary is the crucial aspect. The second thing is, during the preparation process itself, we get to read a lot of things. Even if nothing, you just read the newspaper, you have the editorial, which is often, I think Hindu's editorial hall is very like advanced level of precision in reading that you require to understand. So if you are getting introduced to good language through newspapers, through editorials, etc., give some attention to it, read it more often, read it multiple times, even if it is a journal that you are reading. Or you can even read fiction books also if you don't like non-fiction kind of books. While you enjoy, you also learn the language. So newspaper, journal, or new fiction or non-fiction books, you can choose that. Now, the third thing that you can do is practice in front of the mirror. So, especially people tell me that they don't have a company to like speak and get familiarized with the language to practice, etc. But then, if you can practice in front of the mirror, at least few words, few sentences which you feel comfortable in, try answer few questions for yourself in front of the mirror. That is really going to help you. You will slowly improve yourself. You can see how you are pronouncing the language, and you can improve it gradually. And the next thing that you can do is try to think in English. A lot of us are comfortable with thinking in our mother tongues. It automatically comes to us. But even if you are speaking in the regional language, you can start thinking in the language that you want to learn, maybe English. So that at least in your mind you are processing sentences in the language that you want to learn. Another thing that you can do is watching of English content. You have a lot of OTT platforms. You can try and watch things in English. with or without subtitles. Initially with subtitles, then you can use without subtitles and try to figure out what they are speaking. So that way pronunciation also improves, and then you learn new words, as well as you get fluent in the language. So watching content is one of the best strategies ever to learn a language. Now we also have podcasts. So in Spotify or in other platforms, you will be able to listen to podcasts saves you a lot of time, so you can listen to it while traveling also, and you get the exact pronunciation of words through listening podcasts. So I would try and encourage you all to do that. And you can also follow the shadowing technique, which is after they say a sentence, you can shadow them and say the same exact sentence, so that you are able to get to that exact pronunciation. So you can do that. Now, after you have listened to a lot of things, it's also important to write. You can write blogs, daily journals, or anything that you want. Even if you want to repeat the editorial, you can do that. That way, you will be able to improve your writing skills as well. It's not just about speaking, but through writing also you improve and learn new sentences, new words, new phrases, etc. So try and write something daily also. Whenever you are reading something, even if it's newspaper editorial, try to read it out loud, so that when you read out it loud, you understand certain new things, and you listen for yourself how you are reading, and that way it becomes a two-way practice. So try to read aloud, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. So whenever we are learning a new language, one of the most common fears that we have is how if we make mistakes, will it look very odd, etc. But it's just fine. It is all about figuring out and trying to understand how you are getting comfortable with the language. So you can definitely have confidence and faith in yourself to make mistakes, learn and relearn during the entire process. So try and do that. So this is what I have to tell you. So if you have any specific area of doubt with respect to learning language or fluency, you can mention that in the comment section. I'll be able to address it in the upcoming videos. But in general, this is what I feel. Practice is the key, learning new words is the key, and writing is so very important. So that doesn't come in one day. It comes with a lot of time, but if you go and take it as a part of your hobby and practice, you will be definitely able to improve your language, and you'll be confidently able to face people even during interviews or otherwise. um, so I hope this video you find it useful. If you have any queries with respect to any preparation things, you can let me know. So that's all for the day. Until the next video, I wish you all the best. Goodbye.